and welcome to Letha's Real Talk, where we come to educate, empower, nurture, motivate, and bring awareness to all people from all walks of life. We are ordinary people striving to bring a much needed change and to help as many people as possible. Now, let's welcome our host, Miss Letha Goodman.
Hey, listen, today I am so excited. I want to jump right into this. Hear me well. This is for ladies, this is for gentlemen, but this is dedicated to the women, okay? But I need all of you men and all of you men folk and all of you young men and all of you seasoned men. I need all of you all to pay more attention to this than the ladies. Ladies, it's time to take your throne. Listen, women take the back seat more than people realize. Women by default put everything and everybody before themselves. We want to be superwoman to the world. We want to be able to rescue everybody. We want to be able to nurture everybody. We want to be able to teach everybody. We want to be able to guide everybody. And most of in our minds, well, in women like my mind, if people would do what we say do, how we say do it, when we say do it, the world would be a better place. And I'm not saying I'm correct or that's a fact. I'm saying that's how a lot of us tend to think because we're so busy trying to do. We're so busy trying to make happen. We're so busy trying to be accessible. We're so busy trying to be this superhero type person to this whole world around us. And we don't even give enough of that energy to ourselves. And I'm sitting here saying, ladies, it's time to take your throne. You have endured hard. You are enduring right now. You are working hard. You are helping other people. You are teaching other people. You are raising your own families. You are helping other people raise their families. Listen, this task of being a woman is not easy. But a lot of the times, what most of us are so busy doing, we're so busy propping everybody else up. And as you prop all of these people up, these wonderful people that you love, these wonderful people that you adore, this wonderful world around you that you're constantly building and uplifting and nurturing and dealing with, everything they got going on, you're lifting them up. And what are you doing right here? That means you're carrying a load sometimes so heavy that the people and the world and the situation and the circumstances that sit on your shoulders don't even realize. And Letha is here to tell you it's okay to take your throne. It's okay to put yourself first. It's okay to not explain to nobody why you do what you do. It's okay to not apologize about not being able to do something or be somebody that other people don't want you to be. It's okay. But what's not okay, if you choose past right now, if you choose past this moment, if you choose past this instant that you're not going to take your throne, you're a queen. You are a queen. Walk in your queendomship. You are royalty. You don't have to strive to be royal. You're already royal. You don't have to strive at being a queen or putting forth an effort in being a queen. You're already that queen. You don't have to put forth the effort in holding something that you already are because you are her. You just haven't taken your throne. We have to rise up. You have to rise up. And I am sitting here telling you the importance of you rising up for yourself. Do you understand how wonderful and how at peace you are when you choose to put yourself, your hopes, your dreams, and your aspirations first? Do you understand that you cannot lift up other people, you cannot teach other people, you cannot nurture other people, you cannot give to other people what you're really not giving to yourself. Ladies, take your throne and be thankful that you're able to take your throne. Rise up. Rise up and commend other women. Rise up. Rise up and teach other women. Rise up. Rise up and teach these mothers. Teach these wives. Teach these daughters. Rise up. Rise up and teach these women in politics. Rise up. Encourage these women in the ministry. Rise up. Do you understand how many hats you wear? Or y'all want me to just talk about me, since I'm the only one here right now? Well, I'm going to tell you about myself. I am a woman so flawed. I am a woman who really decided over time that I was really going to get my act together. Okay? I am a woman who has tried to prove to other people that I was better. I am a woman who's tried to prove to other people that I'm no longer that person. I am a woman who has spent a lot of time and energy trying to get validation from other people when the only thing I needed to do was take my throne. When the only thing I needed to do was to understand my identity. When the only thing I needed to do was not give up hope on myself, just like I haven't gave hope up on the very people that I love and love so dear. I am one of these women who call and check on so many people, and I understand what it's like to call and check on people and they might not call and check on you back. I need to take my throne. You deserve to take your throne. You deserve not to be so accessible to the world around you. You deserve to do whatever that makes you happy with no excuse. You deserve it. You deserve for the people that you have catered to for so long to bow down and cater to you. And I'm sitting here telling you, you deserve it. We choose to do things on a magnitude, and I have no valid explanation why. But what I can tell you is the detriment that it causes internally. When you do all these things and you got this busy lifestyle, and yet and still you are void on the inside. Listen. I know what it's like to watch everybody around you that you are pouring all this energy into. And when I say everybody, I'm not just talking about your family. I'm not just talking about the people in your household. I'm talking about your job. I'm talking about your social organizations. I'm talking about your religious organizations. I'm talking about your political organizations. I'm talking about everything and everybody that you come in contact with. I understand what it's like to pour all of yourself into all of these things, and you're watching all of these people thrive and flourish and be happy and be excited and do all these things, and you're still left empty. You're still left waiting on somebody to come tell you you did a good job. You still waiting on your husband or your fiance or your wife or your best friend to acknowledge you. I know what it's like. I know what it's like to give public acknowledgement to your job for starting you off and for taking you in and for training you and for mentoring you, and you don't get that acknowledgement back. I know what it's like. I know what it's like to get yourself on a mental path to do better mentally and spiritually, because you just want to draw people, and you don't want to just draw people down any pathway. You want to draw people to the path of betterness. And I know what it's like to take people under your wing and to spend time and energy into those people, and they learn so much from you, and you have helped them expand, and you have helped them excel, and you have helped them grow, and they venture off to do other things, and they don't acknowledge you. Listen, I know what it's like. But I also know what it's like, the wonderful feeling it is when you wake up one day and you choose, you know what? I am the boss. You know what? I am the queen. You know what? I am royalty. You know what? I don't owe nobody nothing. I owe it to myself. Ladies, you owe it to yourself. What is it that you want for yourself? This is a question I ask so many women who don't even have an answer to this question. What is it that you want for yourself that don't involve nobody else but you? What do you want for yourself? Me, I want this. I want Letha's Real Talk. I wanted to be able to be a part of a platform that would allow me to be me without me trying to camouflage who I am for other people. What did I want for myself? For just myself. I want to be able to reach a multitude of people. And I'm not just talking about women. I'm not just talking about grown people. I want to be able to reach as many people as possible. No matter what your lifestyle is like, no matter what your spiritual belief may be, no matter what your political party may be, no matter what your race may be, no matter what side of the globe you may be. But I'm sitting here telling you, ladies, you need to rise up and you need to take your throne. How is it that we want the world around us? We can't figure out that we spend all this time making the earth great. We make the earth great. The earth is better because of a woman's existence. Okay? So the world is better because of us. Even though we're different, and we can tend to be impartial, and we can tend to not agree all the time, but we seem to put all of this energy into this world and into this land, and then we find ourselves at a place to where we're not getting it back and we're unhappy. You cannot expect, my brother would always tell me, and he says it to this day, you cannot expect what you don't inspect. Let me sit here and tell you something. You can't expect what you can't inspect. You need to be able to dissect yourselves, and you need to be able to understand for yourselves, lady, that you cannot expect this wonderful world around you to give you what you're giving it because you're not giving it to yourself. So many women worn out. So many women wiped out. So many women dying of heart disease. So many women are dying because of self-inflicted stress caused by the outside world. And I'm sitting here telling you, you better rise up and you better take your throne. And when I say take your throne, I mean take your throne proudly. Listen, I believe that we all are different. And I can't say I grew up in this horrible situation, treated horribly, okay? But what I can say is my actions and my and how I normally do things cause me to get lost in other people. The people that I love. Listen, I am so much of this kind of person. I wanna check on people. I need to know people okay. I want people to know that I'm thinking about them. Listen, if I run into you and you're telling me that you're having a bad day, I'm one of those people who are gonna try to bring you some type of consolation. Listen, if you are struggling with your physical appearance, as I do myself, at times, and you're not satisfied with yourself physically, as I'm not most of the time, okay? But I'm still that woman to step in and be like, look, you're not gonna come down on yourself. Listen, you need to be more positive for yourself. Listen, you need to take some time for yourself. Listen, you need to know what you want to do for yourself. Listen, you need to spend more energy making it happen for yourself. Listen, you need to rise up and you need to sit on your throne. And when you sit on your throne, you raise your head up high. Because you need to know for yourself that this world is a better place because the world has been blessed with your existence. But do you believe that the world is a better place because of you? I know what it's like. I know what it's like to feel displaced and to feel like you don't have a spot anywhere. Sometimes women even feel like that inside their homes. Do y'all understand me? And a lot of women feel like that and they won't even say anything. I'm sitting here telling you, gents, it happens. It happens. Because by default, we carry things. And by default, we want to mentally press through things. And by default, that's why a lot of us are dying from stress caused things and heart attack things. And I don't want it to happen any longer. I want you to take your throne. And whoever you are, wherever you are, you need to be okay with you being you. You don't need to explain stuff to nobody. Let me tell you something. We talk about bullying in the schools. Bullying starts in most families. You all do understand that bullying starts before it gets to the school. Most of us feel pressured into making people happy based off their expectations for us, even though they have no expectation and no standards for themselves. And guess what? I have been one of those people. There were times I inflicted pressure on my daughter. I'm sitting here acknowledging that. And I don't have a valid reason for that. But now I find myself trying to encourage as many people as possible. I know what it's like for you to feel like you've let people down. I know what it feels like for somebody to always trying to find a mistake with something you did. I know what it's like. I know what it's like to be constantly reminded that you messed up or you're the reason for the negative energy. I know what it's like to be the blame person for everything. And I'm sitting here telling you that regardless of all of that, you still reserve the right to take your throne. Let me tell you something. If you can deal with you being you, and you still here and you still breathing, you deserve to take a throne. Everybody around you have put energy into, they need to take a bow. Because they only see the part of the story that you're putting into them, but they don't know your story that you're dealing with in your head. They honestly don't understand your struggle, even though you understand theirs, because you're constantly making it easy for everybody. Ladies, it's time to take your throne. It's time for you to rise up. It's time for us to understand that your place is not on the sideline to the people that you love. Your place is not on the sideline to your job or your ministries. Your place is on your throne. You have your own seat. And it's not being selfish. It's being selfless. Or better yet, it's being self-more. It's me encouraging you ladies to choose more of yourselves, and I'm sitting here encouraging you men and you men folk and you males on this earth to understand that when you got people in your life, when you got a woman in your life who is a endurer, who is a survivor, who gets stuff done even if she mope, gripe, complain, and throw a few cuss words out about it, listen, that's a diamond beyond the rough, okay? Encourage her to take her throne, and this can't be no temporary encouragement, and this what gets me most of the time. People all about this temporary gratification. You can't temporarily satisfy no real one, okay? The satisfaction has got to be on and going. And part of the on and going satisfaction, ladies, is for you to be able to satisfy yourself and understand that you truly validate yourself, and you validate yourself doing what you need to do for yourself, as you have spent that same time and that same energy putting it into other people. It is time for you to take your throne. Own it. Don't be ashamed of it. Be proud of it. Don't make excuses about it. Don't explain to nobody why you choosing yourself. Don't explain to nobody why, listen, you don't want the negativity. The old saying say, talk to the hand. It's amazing when you start making space for yourself and you start doing more things for yourself, people all of a sudden they think you acting funny. Because you decided to make more time for yourself. Forget the fact that you have set up and you have showed up for the job early. Forget the fact that you've been getting up, you've been cooking breakfast, you've been doing lunch, you've been cleaning the house. Forget the fact that you're always able to be called when something in the ministry needs to be done. Forget the fact that if somebody need a donation, you've been one of the first people they call. Forget the fact that when somebody needs somebody to go volunteer, that you've always been this successful person. See, people tend to forget all of that. They tend to forget who you have been to them because they do understand as long as you're doing that for them, you don't have time to do it for yourself. And I'm sitting here telling you, take your throne. Rise up and take it proudly. Don't feel like you have neglected anyone or anything just because you're doing something different that's about you doing something for you. You got to be able to own your womanhood and your queendomship, and you got to do more than sit on your throne. You need to be able to rise up. Being a queen is a strong word. Taking your throne comes with a higher level of responsibility. It's a higher level of endurance because out of routine, we do for everybody else. The endurance comes when you put that much energy, if not more, into doing it for yourself. And you deserve it for yourself. You deserve it. You've worked hard for it. You've endured for it. People want to, and then, something else that bothers me. People want to talk about time as if time is on your side. Time is not on your side. Don't allow people to convince you to wait on the right time. People that keeps talking about timing is timing. No. See, don't nobody have time for that, okay? The time is now for anything. If it's something you're going to do, the time needs to be now. If it's something you're supposed to be doing with somebody, the time needs to be now. You don't need to be convinced that you need to wait while they're doing everything else that they want to do. You are a priority yourself. The time is now. Listen, there is no perfect time to be born. There is no perfect time to die. If there is no perfect time to be born, if there is no perfect time to die, don't you dare allow nobody to convince you that timing is everything, because the timing is now. That's the everything in timing. Time waits for nobody. Time holds no bars, and time does not discriminate against anyone. Your time is now. Your timing is right now for yourself. Your timing is right now for your space. Your timing is right now for you to put the same energy into yourself that you have put into everybody else. The time is now. And I'm coming here and I'm encouraging you that no matter what, you need to be able to take your throne. Do not allow this moment, this time, to pass you by. Listen, I appreciate you all so much for tuning in to Letha's Real Talk. This is the Everyday Woman TV network channel. I am your host, Letha. You can reach me on all social media platforms at hashtag Letha's Real Talk. Ladies, take your throne. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Bye-bye.